Not gay enough. On Swift Horses. It's a small indie based on a best-selling novel. Sony Pictures Classics is releasing it, and now it's here. It made a little bit of a buzz with its cast, with up-and-coming stars like Daisy Edgar-Jones and Jacob Elordi. Is it worth your time? Horses is set in the 50s. We follow Muriel, played by Daisy Edgar-Jones. She marries Lee, played by Will Poulter. Poulter is everywhere. Literally, he's probably behind you right now. You can't escape him. Enter Lee's estranged brother, Julius, played by Jacob Elordi. He is a bit of a drifter and a gambler. He teaches Muriel a little something something before he heads out. Soon, Lee and Muriel head to California, where she starts betting on horses and keeping it a secret from her new husband. Meanwhile, Julius heads to Vegas, where he falls for another man played by Diego Calva. That's right, Julius is secretly gay, and the movie makes a connection between the risks of gambling and the risks of leading a double life. But that's not all. Muriel has a part-time waitress job, but she too is entertaining the double life. She starts developing feelings for her nearby neighbor, Sandra, played by Sasha Calle. 50s, Americana, kitsch, repression. These are all the makings of a good novel, but a somewhat stuffy movie. This is going for the heights of Your Brokeback Mountain, or even last year's Queer. And there are shades of other movies like Revolutionary Road. These are all themes worth exploring, and it's definitely a pretty picture filled with pretty people, but it can't quite escape its artifice and its deconstruction of big themes. This movie is using the trappings of melodrama. Think Douglas Sirk from the 50s, but it's trying to do it in a realistic way, so there isn't a lot of big dramatic moments. It's not a grand epic romantic tragedy. It's actually a small film about people quietly suffering. They all just happen to be incredibly attractive. The actors equip themselves very well. Daisy Edgar-Jones, we saw her in Twisters last year. She does disaffected housewife very well. She looks great in all the period clothing. Jacob Elordi has been doing a lot of interesting roles, especially last year with O Canada, another period piece. Here, he does play the conflict well. What's interesting is, though he's not open, he's very comfortable with himself. Likewise, Will Poulter's character isn't the monster we expect. He really cares for Muriel, he wants the best for her. He's just kind of oblivious and doesn't really understand what she needs. There are all the elements of great drama here, but story-wise, it kind of putters along. It's easy to get lost in the period detail, the sets, and the costumes. We may be thinking it's heading for some grand romantic or tragic statement, but ultimately it pulls back and it retains that quiet interiority. On one hand, I credit it for not going big and histrionic, though there are some really big symbols, like the big ones you would find in a novel. But we also kind of clamor for that next gear to kick in. We need something else to happen. But this ends up being a small story with small stakes and ultimately a small movie. That's not a bad thing, it's just not as rich as we feel it could be. When I mention it not being gay enough, well, the movie wants to create these steamy scenes between these two couples, but we never really get true chemistry between them. Therefore, we never really get the heat we need for it. I feel like this could explore a lot more romantic or sexual themes, and it kind of holds back. On Swift Horses is a pretty film about pretty people who are sad and queer, but unfortunately, it's not sad or queer enough. I give it a mild 3 out of 5 stars. If you like this review, please like and subscribe, or follow me on Letterboxd at Ramirez's316, and stay gay.